Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. This episode we are once again featuring Gears of War 3. And we've got some team deathmatch on Trashball. And yes, I am rocking the Retro Lancer again, along with the gnasher. Justification for the Retro Lancer. Although at this point I don't think anybody's getting too upset about seeing the retro, but what this was the this game was captured the first night that the pre-order guys were able to come in, that first Monday night. And as I had warned in my Pixel Enemy video the other day about the upcoming onslaught tsunami of sawed-offs that would accompany these guys, you know, the big rush surge of players, I was right. So we had played a couple matches. This was a few matches in, and the sawed-offs were just phenomenally everywhere. So in order to calm some of these individuals down, get them to step back, take a breath, I pulled the old retro back out, because if you guys played this, you know why. But for some of you guys that have yet to get in or just now getting in, the retro, man, is probably, well, it is the rifle that will hold its own in close range, close quarters combat with a shotgun. You can engage a guy with, particularly like a gnasher, you can engage a guy with a gnasher even within that shotgun's effective range, and you can go toe to toe with him. If he screws up in the slightest bit, you will take him with the retro. I mean, it's a horse. It is. And the blind fire's, you know, the hip fire's solid on it. It's not too wicked and out of control. But you know, at range now, that gun's got some severe limitations because of the recoil and the kick on it. It's just outstanding. But up close, personal, hard to beat. But the reason I like it when I'm facing a bunch of sawed-off shotgun guys, this gun works really well for me to kind of dance and stay just outside of their range to where they've got to come get me. And when they pull that move to come get me, well, that's when I counter it with my retro. I'm going to do a video on sawed-offs and how to you know, how to counter them and how to look out for them and, you know, keep your eyes peeled, because I mean, they're in here and right now. It's a loadout weapon. It would not hurt my feelings one single bit to see that become a map pickup weapon, because I do not think it's overpowered. Don't get me wrong. I think the gun's fine. It's a beautiful weapon, but I think it's overused. Now, that could be associated with a lot of the novelty of a new weapon, and it is cool. I mean, it's cool as shit. I like it. It's a lot of fun. I understand the urge to use it, but when you get 4 or 5 guys on a team using it, it's a little out of control. I mean, you know, things are a little much. But you know, that could be said with other weapons too. So, in order to maybe help a few guys out that may be struggling with shotguns or just now, especially anybody that's particularly new to the GearsVerse, I'm going to put a video together. It'll probably be a few days. I want to get some footage from some different games edited together, just to show you some examples of, you know, the type of behavior, how to spot a sawed-off shotgun user. and even halfway across the map, 9 times out of 10 you can spot them. You can just by the way they move. How to approach and how to engage them, and it can be tricky. I mean, and you're going to get caught off guard. You're going to get splatter casted, man, because that gun will do it in a heartbeat, and it will happen. I'm not saying it don't happen because I've got some voodoo or something. I'm just maybe offering a few tips to help reduce the number of times that happens. You see I'm walking over a sawed off there because I mean some of these guys will just bull charge right at you without a care in the world. And I don't understand that I guess mentality or technique or whatever you would want to call that, because I've noticed a lot of guys with the shotguns, and if you guys happen to be running these things, try to avoid the scenario where you're charging into more than one guy that's not holding hands. I mean, if they're holding hands and you charge them, you're probably going to get them both. I've seen as many as 3 go down with one sawed-off shot. But if those guys are more than 3 feet apart, relatively speaking, you're probably just going to get one of them, and the next one's going to mop the floor with you. So what you'll see with a lot of sawed-off shotgun runners is basically kamikaze runs, man. I mean, they'll run right into a whole squad to get one kill. I mean, you're just sacrificing kill for kill. It don't really work out that well in the perspective of winning the game. Winning. Because that's what it's all about, people. Please, let go of your KDRs. It's all about winning. Stop, Gears is not about, I know they track KDR and all this other stuff, and I kind of wish they didn't, but Gears is about your team winning. So that's the focus. A lot of people right now, especially on the forums, are extremely upset about kill stealing. And kill stealing is the concept that if I down a guy, by all rights and means, he's mine to go up and kill. And I can understand that. I know where you're coming from when you say that. But if you're losing a match and the guy goes down, if he's on the ground, by all means, somebody kill him. If it's the last guy or there's nobody else around, there's no threats, and I call it out, then yeah, I want to go down and have a little fun with the execution or something, and it's mine. But, don't take it too serious, guys. Have some fun. I meant to throw some tips in here, but I guess we'll catch that in the next video. The host quit out on us, so y'all enjoy this. Later, guys.
We're all just gamers.